Welcome to episode 7 of my personal growth journey. Growth for you will look different from me, and this series are a compilation of personal choices that I've made that I would like to share with you. I have recovered so much, I can't believe how swollen my whole face was while I was recovering after the operations, and the swelling was so much that I actually had to have a homemade breathing tube, which was just a bubble tea straw. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, Nina. As many of you may know, I had my deviated septum corrected and also my drooping ptosis eyelid that had significant difference in the degree of ptosis between my two eyelids. My deviated septal cartilage was actually blocking my left nostril. I also had weekly to monthly nosebleeds growing up due to my broken nose as well from when I slammed into a telephone pole and it twisted my nose. But looking at my x-rays, that trauma to my nose had a big effect on the overall composition of the structure of my nose that was causing my breathing and bleeding issue. I wanted to share my experience utilizing modern medical technology to improve my health and well-being, because if it wasn't for modern medicine and technology, I actually would have died giving birth to Galahad due to complications resulting in an emergency C-section. And I wouldn't have been able to meet and raise our 3 lovely children, but also grow with and come to know all of you. So I'm truly grateful that I can live here and now, and that I can also improve my health with the same medical technological advancements. I do want to mention that this is definitely a journey that I am not personally encouraging or directly condoning, especially with other ethical issues like societal beauty standards, our own personal insecurities, as well as plastic surgery addiction cases. But I definitely didn't want to go ahead with this big and adult decision and investment in my life without sharing my journey with you. So this is my 2-week post-op update. The main concerns I had for my nose was that my left nostril was constantly being obstructed by my cartilage. So Dr. Lee corrected the structure of my nose by removing the deviated septal cartilage inside my nose, and he also improved the shape of the nose inside and out. He also diagnosed me with ptosis in my eyelid muscles, especially my right eyelid muscle that is almost like double as droopy, or was. I forgot that it's not anymore. As my left eyelid muscle that I did want to correct, because over time I did also learn how to pose my face. So I'll show you some photos of what my eyes look like without them posed and what they look like also with them posed. This is with it relaxed at its completely natural organic state. It's not very comfortable for me to fully see due to the malfunctioning eyelid muscle, and I actually now do see more than a third of what I would normally have seen with my previous eyelid muscles, especially with my eyes relaxed, because previously with my eyes relaxed I would only see about 2/3 of my current vision. So right after the surgery I was finding myself doing this a lot and this a lot, because I was just used to holding my face in that position, and now I'm continually training myself post-op to just relax my face, and I think that's really been helping me mentally as well. Just holding my face in a specific way, that's been its own relief in itself. You can also see that my nose is a little bit higher in the bridge. Dr. Lee actually said that my mid-face is long in comparison to my upper face and my lower face. And due to this, he said making my nose way too high or drastically different is going to make my mid-face look even longer. So he went for the utmost thinnest and shortest version of an enhancement to the bridge. And then he also used ear cartilage to lift the tip of my nose in order to hold everything together and make it look more balanced. He did mention that there were side cartilages as well on the outsides of the nose structure, including the septal cartilage that could block my breathing. And he said that he'll also reduce those internally. Cosmetically, you can already see that it's completely even, as he had also corrected the crookedness of my nose and the bump on the side of my nose. So it's completely symmetrical now compared to before when it was broken and twisted. I also breathe better than I already had before, where I couldn't breathe completely from one side. But right now, as the swelling is going down, my breathing is limited to maybe 75% breathability on both nostrils evenly. Whereas in the past, it would be like 100% breathability, 0% breathability on my nostrils. And as the swelling goes down, obviously both nostrils will be at 100%. At Banobagi Dermatology Clinic, I had a deswelling laser, and then I also did a consultation with Dr. Barn, who helped me through the process and explained in detail about the history of the tools and machines that they use for their dermatology clinics and their laser dermatology. And then he also explained like a really specific and specialized heat laser that helps to reduce swelling and also reduce volume in the lower half of the face, which was super helpful because I did do facial contouring with Dr. O prior to my dermatology, and that did leave swelling on my cheeks and chin and neck. Dr. O recommended just a cleanup facial contouring and not like a reconstructive face difference, because my case of my asymmetry in my face was very mild in comparison to other people with a huge overbite or underbite, and they have to result in shifting the entire jaw. In my situation, he said it wasn't like that, and he was able to see all of my nerve lines and avoid my nerve lines and give a nice cleanup to the jaw in order to bring more symmetry and balance to the face while still preserving the character of my face. And he even mentioned in my consultation that he would maintain the angle of my jaw because it's already a good angle that looks balanced to the rest of my face, but he's just going to clean it up and also make sure that the parts that stick out and are asymmetrical are going to be balanced out and matched with the other side. He also said that he wasn't going to do my chin at all, so he left my chin as is because it is a chin with character. If you know my butt chin that also my sister has, my mom has, and my son has, we all have this butt chin. It's kind of hiding underneath the swelling right now, but usually with facial contouring, there's 3 different parts that you can hit. You can hit the cheekbone, you can hit the jaw, and you can also hit the chin. I know people who've previously done this procedure, I can see that sometimes they shave a little bit of the jaw like that all the way to the ear, and then they'll take this bone and implant it right on the chin to create a more lengthened chin. I think due to the balance of my face and also due to the desire to preserve the character and look of my face. Actually, we didn't touch my chin at all. So once the swelling goes down, I'll see my butt chin again. I'm glad that it turned out this way, and everything that each doctor recommended for me was exactly what I initially saw as things that I had issues with from the beginning. So it was really amazing. I was like, wow, they read my mind. After the consultations, I was like, professionals are professionals. I've actually only been in Korea for the 2nd time now, so I'm really glad that I could have brought my parents here to see their family, as they're both in their senior years, and my grandma is 95 now. She's super healthy, but at the same time, there's not a lot of chance and opportunity for my mother to see her mother for the next several years. So this is really, really great timing for us to have come to Korea and kind of also expose Mina, my daughter, to Korean culture and life in Korea. During my operations though and my post-op recovery, I've just been running around with my daughter Mina and my friend Heo, who is staying with me during this trip and also helping editing my videos. Irina and Anna from Docfinderkorea have been scheduling things on my behalf, translating especially because my Korean is not perfect and I'm often asking, oh, what does that mean? Oh, what does that mean? Oh, what did they say? That's been super helpful, where they are helping me even buy painkillers from the pharmacy because I don't know what to ask them. I don't know what painkillers are available. I don't know if you need a prescription, and I don't know if you can just grab it from the shelves, and you cannot. Docfinderkorea also picked us up from the airport, so we didn't even have to worry about all of our 10 bags of luggage. Driver was also very friendly and very accommodating. He was just super friendly and very, very helpful. And he would help us load our bags for us and get them offloaded, plus help with recommendations on like where I can take Mina swimming, because culture shock, there's no swimming for children under 6. Like I literally can't take her swimming, and there's no swimming pools at hotels, there's no swimming pools anywhere. Like there's community centers with a swimming pool, but you have to be 6. You have to go to an outdoor swimming place, a splash pad, or a amusement park to take young children swimming. For our half-day tour, oh my gosh, super fun because we ate at BTS's go-to restaurant when they were trainees and rookies right by the old company building. And oh my gosh, the prices are so cheap. I need to take my parents there to eat grilled meat, because the grilled meat that I ate downtown was double or triple the price of the price there. So I'm gonna have to go back. We also went to Hive Insight Museum, which was amazing. You're not allowed to take any videos due to copyright issues. The tickets were also very, very inexpensive for entry. They were $20 in comparison to other museums and other exhibitions and other attractions that are around Korea or even like just across the world. I thought that was a very inexpensive price. And you get a photo card if you pay $5 more. You get a photo card with your name and the date of your visit. It's so well thought out. Hello. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Huh? Irina from Docfinderkorea helped us move from location to location in our army journey. Please. Which actually, Heo and I wanted to do since the first day landing, but because we were so packed with shoots, editing, and just like moving and unpacking and settling down, that we didn't have a chance to actually visit Hive building. I was so glad that, you know, post-op, while I'm recovering, that I could be taken. Mom, nicely, it's tape.
Tape. I love tape.
Would you like one?
Yeah. Tape.
Anyway, I am so glad that I'm recovering well, and I'm very excited to meet my dad's siblings, who I'm actually gonna meet this week and next week. I'll also be visiting my grandparents' grave for the first time, my mother's, because my current grandmother is actually her stepmother. My mom's biological mom passed away when my mom was 6, and then she is buried in a different city. I'm also going to visit my grandfather's grave. Plus, I'll be visiting my brother's house and spending some time with my sister-in-law for the first time in like 22 years. So please stay tuned, and in the meantime, you can watch the previous episode of my personal growth journey, where everything leads up to the operation and my immediate recovery process right over here. Next time you see me, I'll look more like me. Every day I look more like me. I've been doing my skincare and my gua sha to help with the swelling, working on my diet, avoiding salt, trying to avoid oil and spice, which is really hard, having my pumpkin soup, working on my health. Let's go. Bye.